Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rogers Kakasungura YouTube channel. Regions are aligning themselves ahead of the 2027 general election. You hear about the Luo Nyanza, you hear about Western, you hear about Rift Valley, you hear about Mount Kenya region, you hear about the coastal region, you hear about the northeastern region. So all those regions are planning themselves ahead of the 2027 general election. Next month will hit exactly 2 years to the general election. Kifika August next month, tutabaki na miaka miwili tu, only 2 years to 2027. So the whole of next year will be campaigns. The whole of next year, it will be campaigns. So this is July. We have only 5 months left for Ruto to work. Next year, campaigns. And this is forcing regions to begin to plan themselves ahead of that day. And this will force some people to ditch William Ruto and others to join William Ruto. That is necessary for political realignments. And this will call for a cabinet realignment. When this is happening, let us expect cabinet reshuffle and expect new people in the cabinet. Because I know the realignment is going to affect a number of people already in the cabinet. So towards the end of this year or early next year, expect William Ruto to have a new cabinet. And this cabinet will retain some individuals and will take home some of the individuals. Why am I saying this? Sifuna said yesterday that ODM is going to reconsider its memorandum of understanding with the Kenya Kwanza government. What does this mean? Reconsidering means it is either they are going to abandon the MOU and begin to prepare and they will begin to prepare themselves ahead of the 2027. If ODM is going to reconsider its MOU with Kenya Kwanza, this means the experts in government, the failed experts in government, that is the right description. The failed cabinet secretaries, experts from ODM who are in government are going to be affected. Because Ruto brought this with hopes that ODM as a party, led by Raila Odinga, is going to support him in 2027 re-election. But from afar, you can be able to tell this is not going to happen. So if this is not going to happen, just a month, so that we remain with exactly 2 years to the general election, if ODM realigns itself, then it means the cabinet secretaries from ODM, the likes of John Mbadi, Opiyo Wandayi, the likes of Ali Hassan Joho, the likes of Wycliffe Oparanya, and those from, in fact, I think you read the Daily Nation today. Even Uhuru Kenyatta is reshaping himself. So if Uhuru Kenyatta is reshaping himself, and in that article, there was some, kulikuwa na chembe, there was some small information, those scanty, that Uhuru could be realigning himself towards the opposition. Gachagua is in the US, Martha Karua is in the US, Matiang'i is in the US. Does that tell you anything? I'll do that in my next video. So, if Uhuru is going to realign himself, it means some cabinet secretaries. Tuko na former governor, huyu anaitwa Kinyanjui hohu. Tuko na huyu, if you treat it abnormally, it will treat you abnormally. Huyu anaitwa Mutahi Kawe. Kuna William Kabogo. Hawa ni watu waliletwa na Uhuru Kenyatta. So remember, if ODM realigns, then expect a gap to be left from the experts. If Uhuru Kenyatta realigns, expect gaps from Uhuru Kenyatta's cabinets. And why will William Ruto be forced to have a new cabinet or to reconstitute his cabinet? Remember, Musalia is also said to have launched DNA. As much as he might be working as William Ruto's spy, but to validate his presence in the Western Kenya region, Ruto will have to release him from the position of the Premier Cabinet Secretary, ndio aende kujirebrand so that asionekane kama ni project. Meaning, you'll be forced to exit the cabinet, either through resignation or any other means, to hoodwink, kufunika wa Kenya kwamba he is genuinely going to contest or is genuinely going to campaign from the Western region. And by the way, Ruto himself said, and he has said it severally, that he is considering to have a one-party government in 2027. So this will force some people in William Ruto's government to deregister their parties, to fold their parties, and join Ruto in campaigning using only one party. Because Ruto said he might not go to coalitions in 2027. This will call for cabinet secretaries like Alfred Mtua to resign or quit if they are not willing to fold their parties. The Mindlaw Chap. Remember, the Speaker of the National Assembly, Moses Wetangula, has refused to fold his Ford Kenya party. So if these individuals among the rest are not going to fold their parties, and William Ruto wants one-party government, then it means these individuals will be kicked out of the government, or they will step away voluntarily to allow Ruto to continue with his plans. Now, if this happens, William Ruto will be forced to reconstitute his cabinet for one reason: to make sure that he's kicking out moles who might leak secrets from his team. Yes. So, as a people of the Republic of Kenya, expect very soon, either towards the end of this year or early next year, expect to have a new cabinet from William Ruto. But the question is, what will the cabinet be doing? They will have one task. Not about development. Because kama hii miaka mitatu imeisha, there is no delivery, then please forget about delivery. The rest will be, tupatie tamu ingine, tutamaliza ile. Tupatie miaka ingine 5, tutarekebisha ile. Tupatie miaka 5, ile project tumewacha mahali fulani, tutamaliza. Tupatie miaka 5, ile affordable houses tumewachia njiani, tutamaliza. So the work of the new cabinet that is going to take over from the new cabinet, it is going to be tasked with only one task: to deliver the 2027 general election. Not even development. But when that comes, I have prepared you all in advance. You are able to know their intentions. God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. See you in the next episode. Asanteni sana. If you're watching this, as always say, please, the only way you can support Kaka Sungura is by subscribing. As I'm here to inform you, also support me by subscribing. And once you subscribe, it costs you nothing. As long as you have data bundles, just subscribe. And remember to turn on the notification bell, because This is what is going to give you notifications once I upload a video. God bless you. See you in the next episode. Asanteni sana.